Wait.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mind Mover Megan. I am one of the science communicators here at the Mind Museum. I would like to welcome you all to another episode of Mind at Home. This episode is brought to you by Locally. Because we want to slow down the spread of the disease COVID-19 and to flatten the curve, many of us have to stay home as much as possible. This means we cannot go out to museums or schools yet because the virus is still out there, so we should only limit going outside only when necessary. Remember to wear your masks properly when you have to go outside and to wash your hands regularly with soap and running water for at least 20 seconds. And while we're staying at home, why don't we keep ourselves healthy and fit by eating fruits and vegetables and taking our vitamin supplements only if needed? And to find the time to exercise and get moving. So now, how can we have a little bit of fun at home, and is it possible to do it while learning? Of course. In this new series of Mind at Home, we are going to look at some of our favorite fruits, and we are not just going to learn why they are important for our bodies, but also how else they can be useful in our everyday lives. We will learn these by doing simple yet fun experiments that even you can do at home. So in this installment, we will be focusing on fruits, and we have seen in the previous episodes how amazing these fruits are. We've used them to make music, make art, and even make a model of the solar system. And in our last episode, we even used them to make cheese, right? So in this episode, we will be focusing on one of the most important aspects of fruit and why we eat them. So we eat fruit because we want to stay healthy and because of the nutritional value it has. So in this episode, we will be discussing the vitamin C content found in our fruits. So bago tayo magsimula, I just wanna give a quick introduction about vitamin C. So what is vitamin C and why is it important? So vitamin C is very essential in our health, in our nutrition, because vitamin C is actually helping in producing collagen in our body. So collagen is what gives structure to our connective tissues such as tendons, ligaments, and our skin as well. And also, vitamin C keeps our corneas, our blood vessels, and our other organs healthy. So that in turn, nagiging malusog din tayo. So nakakatulong siya sa kalusugan natin. Also, vitamin C is a very important antioxidant. So this means that it helps in the aging process. So that means na it helps with it helps with heart diseases, and it also helps with conditions such as arthritis, ganyan. So another importance of vitamin C is that it helps with wound healing and infection. So there's actually a disease na related sa extreme vitamin C deficiency. It's called scurvy. Although not very, it may not be familiar with us, but scurvy presents itself as feeling weak, soreness, and it even leads to infections due to poor wound healing. Dahil nga sabi natin kanina, vitamin C helps with wound healing and warding off infections. And so alam na natin to. We may be familiar with this because vitamin C, sinasabi sa atin ng mga parents natin na uminom tayo ng vitamin C, lalo na kapag tag-ulan, kapag flu season, pagpapasok sa school, ganyan. So very familiar na tayo with its how it helps our bodies. So, maliban sa supplements na tinitake natin, saan nga ba tayo pwedeng makakuha ng vitamin C? So, we can get the vitamin C naturally. So, the most common source of vitamin C are actually our fruits. So, we have here some. The most common sources of vitamin C are actually our citrusy fruits. We have here oranges, lemons, and calamansi. So, makikita natin to, maybe we have this in our pantry because ginagamit natin siya para gumawa ng mga fruit juices, lemonades, ganyan, orange juice. And also, maliban sa mga citrusy fruits, it can also be, it's also contained in some of our berries, strawberries, even pineapples, and then also in our mangoes, ganyan. So marami talagang prutas na available here in the Philippines in all seasons na nagko-contain ng vitamin C. But maliban sa prutas, vitamin C can also be found in our vegetables. So it can be found in our leafy greens, cabbages, potatoes, even in our tomatoes, ganyan. So very, very marami talagang natural sources of vitamin C around us. But vitamin C actually is water soluble. So what does that mean? Water soluble, it means that our body can only store adequate amounts of it because water moves in and out of our body very easily. So ibig sabihin, kailangan natin i-maintain ang pagkain ng mga fruits and vegetable that contain vitamin C para makapag-maintain din tayo ng adequate amount of vitamin C in our bodies. So, kailangan isama talaga natin siya sa ating balanced diet. So, but also, vitamin C is actually, it can sometimes be destroyed during heating or cooking. So, still, the best sources of vitamin C are still the fresh versions of our fruits and vegetables. Okay, so with that, I'd like to proceed with our demonstration. So for today, we're going to be seeing how the vitamin C content in some of our fruits. So what we have here are oranges, lemons, and calamansi. So we're going to try to see which of these fruits actually have the most vitamin C content. So to do that, I have here these 3 beakers of the fresh extract from these fruits, only diluted to say equal parts of water. And then I have here this beaker, this brown liquid. You may be familiar with this if you've seen this in the previous episodes of Mind at Home with Mind Mover Mario. This is iodine. And then I have here starch solution, which I made by just dissolving some flour in water. So what we're gonna do, we're going to start with this. This is calamansi juice diluted in some water. We're just going to add the starch solution. And just make sure to mix that around. And then, what do you think will happen if we add this iodine solution to our to our extract, to our fruit juice? So let's see. So if we add it slowly and turn it around, it actually turns blue, right? So bakit kaya nangyayari yon? And do you think it will happen also to our other fruits? So we'll be seeing that. And then here we have our lemon juice, diluted also in some water. And then I'll be adding the iodine. Ayan, so if you can see, when I added it slowly and mixed it and swirled it around, you can see that the discoloration actually disappeared. Okay, so just take note of that. And then if we added more, there, it also turns blue. And then lastly, we're going to do that with our orange juice. Okay, so the orange juice actually takes a bit more for the color to stay. And there, turn blue. Ayan. Okay, so there you have it. We have these fruit juices that we added in iodine. So kung napansin nyo kanina kung gaano karami yung iodine na nilagay natin para magbago yung kulay ng mga fruit juice natin, i-explain natin mamaya kung bakit kung bakit mas marami yung ginamit natin para sa iodine solution dito sa orange juice compared doon sa calamansi juice. And then lastly, dahil baka minsan hindi readily available ang fresh juices, we also have alternatives such as bottled fruit juice drinks. So I have here guayabano juice. I'm just going to add here in this beaker and also dilute it with some water. So with this, we can see if our fruit juice drinks also contains vitamin C. Kasi nakikita natin yun madalas sa mga bottles, di ba, nakalagay with vitamin C. So, ngayon makikita natin if meron nga ba siyang vitamin C. I'm also going to do the same thing, just add in the starch solution. And there. It's a bit murky because our juice, guayabano juice, has actually it's not clear, so baka hindi siya kitang blue, pero nagbago din yung kulay. So ibig sabihin nun na meron ding vitamin C content yung mga juice natin. But as I mentioned earlier, the best sources of vitamin C are still our fresh fruits and vegetables. So to explain what happened, what we did is actually a very simple titration process. So titration is what scientists do. So para ma-measure kung gaano karaming vitamin C ang nandito sa mga solution natin. So what we did is our iodine is our titrant. So ang ginagawa niya ay nagre-react siya dun sa vitamin C na nandun sa juice natin. So kapag nagre-react yung titrant sa ascorbic acid in our solution, our iodine, it actually forms colorless iodide. So kaya nakita nyo kanina na yung ginawa natin sa lemon, nung onti lang yung nilagay natin na iodine, nawawala yung kulay kapag konti lang yung nilalagay na iodine dun sa ating juice. But when we add in more, makikita natin that the color stays, the change in color stays because dahil doon nagkaroon na ng excess na iodine sa ating solution. So, yun yung nangyayari kapag nauubos yung vitamin C sa ating solution, nagiging colorless iodide, and then nagkakaroon ng excess na iodine. So, if you ask bakit hindi siya brown dahil brown ng iodine, what we actually did is we used starch. So starch helps in changing the color from brown to blue para mas makita natin more clearly yung color change na nangyayari. Ayan. So that's what happens in our titration process. If you can, you actually might have seen this in the previous episode when Mind Mover Mario added some vitamin C powder to iodine solution, nag-disappear yung kulay. So that's what happened. Nagkaroon din ng colorless iodide nun. So next, this process is actually what some food scientists use para ma-determine ang vitamin C content in some of our fruits and vegetables. So, I have here a burette, if you can see. And this setup is a simple titration setup. So, this burette, as you can see, it has graduations or measurements. So, ang ginagawa ay nilalagay dito ng mga scientists yung kanilang titrant, which in this case is the iodine solution. And then dito, sa flask na to, dito naman nilalagay yung analyte, which is yung ating solutions na nagko-contain ng vitamin C. And then, using this glassware, this equipment, kaya nilang makontrol yung pag-release ng iodine sa ating sa solution sa baba para makontrol nila kapag na-reach na yung endpoint. So, binabantayan nila kapag nag-change na yung kulay at nag-stay na yung kulay, yun yung nagmamarka ng endpoint natin. So, when they do that, they can actually determine how much iodine solution was used para ma-reach yung endpoint na yon, and with that measurement, they can calculate the exact amount of vitamin C that there is in the solution that they are titrating. So that's how some of our food scientists can determine the content of vitamin C in our food and beverages. Ayan, so just a recap, we have proven that there's a vitamin C in our fruit juice and drinks. So we determined that we used a bit more iodine in our oranges compared to when we added iodine sa ating calamansi. So this may mean that mas maraming vitamin C content ang ating oranges, pero fruits such as calamansi and other fruits are still very good sources of vitamin C. So huling paalala lang to keep eating our fresh fruits and vegetables para sa adequate amounts of vitamin C in our bodies. Ayan. So, if you have any questions, please just comment them down below. Or if you're gonna watch this later and you have questions later, you can also still comment them and then we will answer you in the comment section. So, ayan. And maybe you can do this at home using other fruits. You can also use other beverages. Maybe you can use vegetables. You can use tomatoes. Yan. To see kung ano yung merong vitamin C content. Yan. Okay. So you can see here the color, it's color blue, and then you can also make, it's actually possible to do this with solid fruits and vegetables. You just have to dry them and then put them in water just to get an extract, ganon. And then for the starch solution, actually you can also use pasta water if nagluto kayo ng pasta recently. Ganyan. So, there are many variations na pwede nyong gawin itong experiment na ito. So, you can try doing this at home. So, this iodine is actually similar to the one in our first aid kits. You may see this in our first aid kits. Ito yung ginagamit natin para panlinis ng mga sugat, the povidone iodine. So, what I did is just I diluted it in water. So, pwede nyo siyang gawin at home. Gawa lang kayo ng starch and then our fruit juice and yung iodines para makita nyo yung simple reaction na nangyayari. Yan. So, we have a question. So, if we use veggies, paano natin ma-extract yung juice? So, there are many ways we can actually, pwede nyo siyang tadtarin. You can use mortar and pestle, ganyan. And then you can also, for veggies like tomatoes, you can use the juice itself. So, it depends on the vegetable na gagamitin natin. Ayan. Okay. Okay, so just a recall sa beakers natin. The first one is calamansi. The second one is lemon juice. And then the third one are oranges. Ayan. This is the orange, lemon juice, and calamansi. All were diluted in water before natin nilagyan ng starch and iodine. When doing this, just make sure na hindi magsistain sa inyo yung iodine because sometimes it stains our clothes and countertops. In this case, we saw that mas maraming iodine na ginamit para sa fruits. So, there's a question if oranges have the most. So, there may be some fruits that contain more vitamin C than oranges, pero among these three, it presents that oranges have the most vitamin C content when we did this. But there are some fruits and vegetables that actually have higher vitamin C content than oranges, such as kale. It has a high vitamin C content. All right, so if we don't have any more questions, you can still put in your questions a little later and then we will still be answering them. So just put them in the comment section down there. So just to remind everyone again, just remember to please stay at home to help stop the spread of the virus, and to always remember to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Syempre, alam na natin yung lahat. And pag lumalabas tayo, please wear our face masks to protect ourselves and also to protect others. So while you're staying at home, please follow the Mind Museum on social media for more Mind at Home videos and materials. If you try our experiments, please feel free to tag us in your videos with the hashtag Mind at Home. So yun lang for this experiment. So stay safe at home, everyone, and stay healthy. Bye. See you in the next episode.